I want to shout out Purdue because they are a team that spent so much of the season being doubted, right? The question was always, well, you have Braden Smith and you have Trey Kaufman-Renn, you have Fletcher Loyer, but do you have enough else? Well, guess what? They got enough else. Now, they only beat High Point and McNeese State to get there, but High Point was one of the best offenses in college basketball, and McNeese State beat somebody in the first round by 11 billion points. I think it was only two, but they were up by 31, but it was 31-13 in the first half. Um, I'm not gonna name names, but McNeese State made a statement there. It was impressive in that first half, Terrence.
They did.
No,
Would they
but
have
like,
13 points?
yeah,
Good
13
God.
points and a half is I think
I,
that me, you,
I was in the air. So I didn't get a chance to see it. I just saw like first half 31-13. I was like, what is what is
it,
going on? I didn't get a chance to watch.
yeah, you don't want to watch that first half. They
Yeah.
woke up in the second half and made a run, and they woke up about 3 minutes too late. If they had woken up 3 minutes earlier in the second half, they would have won that game.
Yep.
But Purdue did what they had to do to be able to get there, and now they get a chance against the Houston team in what is going to be a decidedly pro Purdue crowd to be able to have a chance to go out and win that thing. So shout out to them. I was one of the ones that doubted them the most. Purdue fans have been all over me, letting me know all about it, and good, rightfully so. They should be celebrating
Mm-hmm.
that, man. Hell of a season. Matt Painter got the job done. Here's the biggest question I have for you, Fanta. Will there be more blue or more black and gold in Lucas Oil Stadium? Now, just to be clear, it's not the court played in the middle. They're putting the court in the end zone the way that they do in like the Carrier Dome for Syracuse. So you're not going to have the full stadium open. I think it's going to be like 35,000 seats or something like that. So it'll
Oh,
be like in the one. It's not going to be the full thing. But I think we see more blue than black and gold. Is that a crazy take?
yeah. Yeah, it is.
I don't know, man.
You think Kentucky fans are going to outnumber Purdue fans in their own state?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh,
I do.
this could get out there.
I do.
This could get out there on the platforms. Well,
I
let me
do.
tell you something, Purdue fans. Purdue fans who
Prove me
showed up
wrong.
great, who showed
Prove me
up in
wrong.
waves to Arizona last year. They showed how terrific of a fan base they are.
Hey, look, I'm not taking anything away from Purdue. Like those fans are dedicated, they're coordinated. Mackey Arena is probably my favorite place to watch a game. Like you have a big game, I want to see a big game in Mackey Arena. Like that might be the most intimidating home court that you are going to find because there's you've been there, fan. Like you have the students up on both behind both baskets and they're coordinated and they're loud and it's like this big cement bowl and the noise just stays there, right? There's nowhere for it to go and it's deafening. Love the Purdue fan base. I think Big Blue Nation, it's the first time they've been in the Sweet 16 since what, 2018, right?
2019.
2019, 6 years.
Well,
6 years Kentucky
remember,
fans have been waiting for a chance to be able to get to the Final Four.
don't sleep on the folks from Knoxville.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not.
That
Not at
they
all.
travel well too. The problem is Houston fans are going to be outmatched here, and Houston's not as much passion as those other fan base. I'm just saying. In
Hmm.
2003, Kelvin Sampson was the coach of number one seed Oklahoma when the Sooners lost to three seed Syracuse in the Elite Eight in Albany. In 2025, Kelvin Sampson has the one seed Houston Cougars against number four seed Purdue in the Sweet 16 in Indianapolis. He's been on the wrong end of this before. Been on the wrong end of this before. I am concerned. I think Houston, they were my pick to make it to the Final Four. I also thought they'd be beating Clemson in this game in my bracket. I was wrong. Clemson got walloped by McNeese State and looked like they saw a deer in headlights.
Hmm.
They looked like they were a deer in headlights. I think that this is a game, though, that Houston,
Not just a deer in headlights. They looked like a deer that was in a hunter's sights. See what I did there? See what I
very
did there?
much so.
See
Good
what see
job,
what I did
Doug.
there?
Good job with the rhyming. We just all got smarter. We're all smarter from this pod.
I think that's what happens when you spend 4 days in Las Vegas for the first weekend of the tournament
Yeah,
and take a red eye home.
exactly.
You
It's good
lose
to
your
see you're
mind.
still alive. Right. It's good to see you're still alive. I think on paper, Rob, LJ Cryer, Emmanuel Sharp, Milo Shuzan. The ability of that backcourt,
Mhm.
geez, oh man. The ability of that backcourt to apply pressure to Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer and company. That's what the game comes down to. It does. Because if Houston puts Purdue in their defensive blender, it's going to be hard for the Boilermakers to win this game. And Houston makes it really hard, gets physical. At some point, and Matt Painter's alluding to this, at some point, CJ Cox or Cam Heide are going to have to, Rob, knock down some complimentary shots for Purdue to win this game. I don't think it's as simple as Braden Smith. Now, there's nobody else I'd rather run out there from a point guard perspective than Braden Smith. But Houston's a different monster, Rob. And the Cougars will win this game because their physicality defensively. Something that Purdue's been up and down in the defensive column. I don't know if they can match Houston's intensity level. I'm not sure who can. But you need Trey Kaufman-Renn to step up and outplay Juwan Roberts and JoJo Tugler. I just don't see it. I think Houston finds a way. Even though it's basically a road game, Houston wins this game, and then I am going with Tennessee to get redemption on Kentucky. Ooh. I think the Volunteers, who went 0-2 in the regular season, Zakai Ziegler, Chaz Lanier, and the Vols find a way.
So the best news that I can give Purdue fans is that I am once again, for the third straight game, going to pick against the Boilermakers. I feel so bad, man. Like I feel like people think that I hate Purdue, and I don't hate Purdue. I love Purdue. I was Zach Edey's single biggest fan that did not wear black and gold. But this is the matchup, right? This is the matchup that you are worried about if you are a Purdue fan. You got a team that's physical, athletic, turns the ball over, switches. They're going to put two on the ball on every ball screen that Braden Smith gets put in. You're going to have to deal with Juwan Roberts and JoJo Tugler and these really impactful big front court pieces. And I think this is where the end of the road for Purdue lies, which pretty much guarantees that Purdue is going to head to the Elite Eight, right? Because I can't get anything right about Purdue. I just pick against them and they end up winning, and I look really dumb.